What's up guys, I'm Master Postman and I'm going to show you how to make a sick vocal chop like the one in this song. Alright guys, so I'm here in a project of one of my original songs called Fuel My Love feat. Nicholas Warren. I've been using it in other tutorials that I've made, but I'm going to show you guys how I did the vocal chop in this drop. So first let's listen to the drop here. Alright, so I'm going to show you how I did this vocal chop. There's a billion different ways that you can do vocal chops, but this is a unique way that I did it for this song, and it's kind of a cool technique. So as you can see here, this is the pattern of the vocal chop. What I have here is a bunch of random sounds from the vocal that are really short. So they sound like this. So how I did that was I took the whole entire vocal and I put it in Edison, and it's totally dry. There's no effects on it. So this is what it sounds like. Those voices. You're gonna fuel my... And so I just went around and tried to find cool little sounds that I could turn into a vocal chop. So just playing around with it. So if I found a part that sounds kind of cool, something like that, I just highlight it with the red, and then I drag it into this thing right here. And so that's how I collected all of these little sounds. And then right now, as it is, if I play it on my keyboard, they're all going to sound the same note. So what I have to do is middle click on the time button or just drag it all the way down. And now it'll change with the different notes that I play. So with all of these, I normalized it. And then another thing that I had to do was go into this tab and then go to envelope and turn the hold all the way up and everything else all the way down. So now every time I play a note, the sound only lasts as long as I hold down the note. So, and now as you can see, I mess around with the piano roll in each one of these and just kind of created a cool vocal chop sound. Right here you can see just putting random notes. It seems random, but I kind of just started placing notes sort of randomly and then just kind of started refining it over time. So this vocal chop went through a bunch of different changes, but eventually I settled on this sound right here. So if you're trying to make your own vocal chop, I would just suggest experimenting and maybe doing it a little random at first and then over time just kind of like making it sound cohesive and like a finished vocal chop. So now we have the pattern that we want, and I'm going to show you what effects I put on here to make it sound cool. So there's like 1,000 different ways to affect a vocal chop to make it sound unique, but I'm going to show you how I did it for this song so you can get some ideas for yourself. First here I have Waves X Split, which basically just makes it sound stereo even though it's a mono signal. If you're listening with headphones, you can tell the difference. And then I have a wave shaper, which if the mix was higher, it would be super distorted like this. And how you do this is you just kind of mess around with these points. In this general area, you can get a lot of different distortion sounds just by messing with this. But I didn't want it to be super distorted for this chop, so I just put it down to like 3% just so it's a little bit crunchy but not too noticeable. And then I have an EQ, just taking away the frequencies I don't need, just for mixing purposes. And then I have Fruity Compressor with the attack just at 14. And a lot of times if I'm using a compressor, I put the threshold really low just to see what it's doing. And it's adding a little bit of a transient there, so I just put it down to like maybe -20. Then I have a Sound Goodizer, just doing what Sound Goodizer does best. Making stuff sound good, in case you were wondering. Then we have Pan-O-Matic, which I have this pan knob being automated by an automation clip down here. And so this is just left and right, and I just kind of made it sort of random, just so it kind of moves around your head a little bit when it's happening. And I intentionally did that before the reverb, which is next, because if I did it after the reverb like this, it moves the reverb around with the pan, but if I do it before the reverb, it does the inputting signal. It makes that panned, and then the reverb is still in the same place. So I have this reverb. You can use any reverb you want, but this one sounded good to me. And then to drive it home, I have OTT, of course. Just totally destroying the sound in the best way possible. Just put it to like 40% for this one. I like to put OTT after reverb because it just, especially with the upward compression, it just makes it sound really cool. And then I have this fruity mute, which is being automated whenever I want the reverb to cut out for a certain spot. Instead of having that reverb tail keep going, I have it muted with fruity mute. And then this channel right here is going into this other channel because I ran out of slots, just with a filter, which is just a free filter that I found somewhere. Just a low pass and a high pass option. And then this EQ, just doing some more mixing. Just taking out some of those high frequencies that might hurt your ears a little bit. Then it's side chained with everything else, and yeah, so now we have it sounding like this. Now go and do it yourself. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you learned something new. Make sure to check out my song Fuel My Love on Spotify, show it some love, add it to your playlist. Also check out my brand new remix for Ember Island. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because that's apparently what people do. See you guys next time. Peace.